I guess we're just going to have to wait and see how it goes.
No problem. No problem.
No problem at all.
They subjugate the meek, but it's the rhetoric of failure. We are spirits in the material world. We are spirits in the material world. We are spirits. We are spirits. We are spirits. We are spirits.
Well, that didn't suck. That sounded great, you guys. Sting, you and I sat together and watched the Super Bowl in 1987 in Washington, D.C., in an office, in a radio station.
I remember
With a really tall, geeky guy that probably wouldn't shut up.
that was you.
That was me. I got chicks for years after being able to tell that story. I wanted to shake your hand. I wanted to thank you. I got to watch the Super Bowl with Sting, and it really paid off for me.
And the Redskins won. It was a great night.
And the Redskins won it. It was a lot of fun. And by the way, Sting's another one of those creepy guys like our friend John Stamos who looks better now than he did 20 years ago. And I don't know what kind of deal you got to make with the devil, but seriously, you're aging pretty well.
Thank you, darling.
All right, we're going to take some phone calls. 1-800-520-1067. If you want to ask Sting some questions, let's start with Will in Canoga Park. Good morning, Will.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
You're on with Sting.
Fantastic. How you doing, Sting?
Hey, Will.
Good. Hey, we hung out one time at Ian's place, the backstage.
All right.
It was very, very cool. You and I think Dustin Hoffman it was.
Is there anyone in the world you haven't yet met, Sting?
There's nobody I haven't hung out with yet.
Exactly.
Apparently.
Leslie in Yorba Linda. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, you're on with Sting.
Hi, Sting. How are you?
Hello, Belinda. Nice to talk to you.
I wanted to know if any of your music had ever been inspired by your children.
Um,
Oh, that's such a chick question. I hate you. Who cares? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sting.
well, you know, I have 6 kids, and they're varying ages from 28 down to 8.
You gotta cool it with all the kids, though, Sting. That's enough, right? I mean, 6.
Oh, boy,
you're
that's
done,
enough.
right?
I keep my Levi's on in bed now.
I think that is wise.
You know what? Can we take another quick break and get a few more phone calls in, and then we're going to have some live music. 1-800-520-1067, and then some live music coming up.
K-Rock.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Get your
K-Rock.
106.7 K-Rock is KROQ, and it's the Kevin and Bean Show at 8 minutes after 8 o'clock.
Our guest in studio is Sting. The interest in your band, The Police, has never faded. Has that at all been irritating to you, or do you look at it as a compliment?
Not at all. I think our legend is virtually intact, and because we haven't cashed in. I think it's important that we don't. I think the music stands on its own. I'm very proud of what we did in those 7 years. Do I need to repeat it? I don't think so. We have done it spontaneously. One at my wedding. I got married like 10 years ago. We played together. We were fighting after 8 bars, but
How can you be fighting after 8 bars?
we cared passionately about the music, and we each had, very strong ideas about how to do it, and thought it was worth, losing teeth over.
Marvin Nightmare and Arsenal group. I can hear the conversation as I walk into a room. I'm a 3-line whip. I'm the son of Philly man. I'm a walking disaster. I'm a demolition man. Demolition man. Demolition man. You good?
Come on with that.
Does Grace Jones know that you stole her song, Sting? That was something else. So let's go to Katie in Playa del Rey. This is a question I don't know that I've ever heard you ask, Sting, before.
Katie, good morning.
Hi, Kevin Bean, Sting. I just wanted to ask you, what is your favorite instrument to play?
Well, the instrument I've been playing for many years is this 1954 Fender bass, which is very roughed up and very messed up. I love that instrument. Lately, Dominic bought me a lute from the 16th century, and it has 27 strings, and I've been struggling to play this thing, but I'm fascinated by the challenge, and so that's what I've been playing lately.
You ever
Great.
played the theremin, Sting?
I have played the theremin, actually. I'm
It's
not,
supposed to be very difficult, right?
it's incredibly difficult.
That's my favorite instrument.
And Sting plays the pan flute, too, for those of you that don't know. Is that what the theremin sounds like?
Yeah, it sounds like Star Trek.
Wow.
Thank
All
you,
right, thank you for the
Katie, for that. You also play guitar, right, Sting? Do you play piano too?
No one would pay money to hear me play the piano, but I can play.
You can doodle a little bit
I
with it.
can write a song on a piano.
Kevin and I both saw you on our friend Jimmy Kimmel's program Friday night. I guess you were on. He said you have 8 houses. Is that true?
At least.
At least 8 houses.
least
Do
8
you know where all of your homes are, Sting?
I've got keys for one of them, maybe, but if I'm in LA, I stay here. And
You have a house here?
I have a house here on the beach.
Okay, let me stop you right there. If you were to come in at the airport and didn't have someone to pick you up, would you know how to drive to your own house?
Yes, I would.
You do know where it is?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, how about your other houses around the world? Could you find them if nobody helped you?
You think I'm an idiot?
No, I'm just saying, how do you keep track of 8 houses? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I've heard stories of people who they never know where they are because they always have somebody who drives them where they're going.
No. I'm very.
You're not like that.
I'm very smart. I know how to drive home.
There's different kinds of celebrities, I think is what he means. And some celebrities
You're
take
not pampered.
they take all the help they can get, and they just have somebody tell them where they are and where they need to go. But that's not you.
Well, I'll do that too, but if push comes to shove, I can look after myself.
You can find it. All right.
I'm very impressed by that. Now, listen, before we take a break, because I know we got a ton of calls here. What's going on?
He's just mocking us for mocking him.
I'm impressed. I have trouble getting to my one house, and I'm just impressed that you know where all 8 of them are.
You don't leave your house, Bean.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that is true.
That's
actually.
very true. You know what? Can we take another quick break and get a few more phone calls in, and then we're going to have some live music? 1-800-520